Welcome to Barcelona, one of the most vibrant cities in Spain and in the world. Did you know that Barcelona is older than Spain itself? The city of Barcelona dates back to at least Roman times, when it was known as Barcino. Ruins from the 1st century BC can still be seen in the Gothic quarter. Spain as a unified country wasn't established until the 15th century. This vibrant city also has its own language and identity. Though part of Spain, Catalan is the co-official language alongside Spanish. Its strategic port and vibrant cultural scene have made it a melting pot of innovation. Join us as we explore the 15 wonders of Barcelona that show its unique blend of historical depth, artistic flair, and Mediterranean lifestyle. We begin our exploration of Barcelona with one of its most iconic parks. This is Park Güell. The park was designed by artistic genius Antoni Gaudí. It is a public park system composed of gardens and artistic elements located on Carmel Hill. Built between 1900 and 1914, this UNESCO World Heritage Site was originally meant to be a luxury housing development. But only 2 houses were completed. Then Gaudí transformed the rest into a magical garden for all that is full of whimsy and colour. The park is quite large, covering an area of 1718 hectares or 42.4 acres. The park's fame grew over time. Then, in 1984, UNESCO declared the park a World Heritage Site under works of Antoni Gaudí, many more of which we will explore in Barcelona. The park features unique architectural elements like the Dragon Stairway with its mosaic salamander, the Hyper-style room with 86 Doric columns, and the undulating main terrace with bench seating covered in broken tile mosaics. The park's design incorporates natural elements and religious symbolism, reflecting Gaudí's distinctive style. It remains one of Barcelona's most popular tourist attractions. Now let's visit Barcelona's Arc de Triomphe. Unlike its Parisian cousin, Barcelona's Arc de Triomphe celebrates progress, not war. It was built in 1888 as the grand entrance to the Universal Exposition that was held in the Parc de la Ciutadella. This grand arch isn't made of marble, but rather it is made of red brick. This reflects the Moorish influence that has been in Spain for centuries. It stands 30 metres tall and features many intricate carvings, and at sunset, the arch glows, a deep burnt orange. The arch is not just a monument, it is a symbol of Barcelona's innovation and its rich identity. Just beyond the arch, we arrive at Parc de la Ciutadella. The park today is lush and grand, but this park has a unique history that was not always so serene. In 1714, after the War of the Spanish Succession, King Philip V built a massive military fortress on this land to protect himself against rebellious Catalans. The fortress that once stood here was a symbol of oppression until it was torn down in the mid-1800s, making way for the public park we know today. The park opened in 1881 and later hosted the 1888 Universal Exposition. Today it's home to the Catalan Parliament, a zoo and even a lake with rowboats. You'll find locals picnicking, musicians performing, and couples strolling past Roman statues and exotic trees. This park in the city of Barcelona is a place where history, art, and nature meet in perfect harmony. Let's move from the park to the beach. This is Barceloneta, a vibrant beachside district. This is a neighbourhood with salt in its veins and stories in every alley. Originally built in the 18th century, this area became home to fishermen, sailors, and tradesmen. The streets are tight, the balconies are full of hanging laundry, and the seafood is as fresh as it gets. During the 1992 Olympics, the city cleaned and revamped the entire area, turning its beaches into a golden, sun-soaked escape. Today, it's a vibrant mix of old and new. You will see modern beach bars that sit beside century-old tapas joints. This beach area is not just for tourists. Locals still crowd into family-run restaurants for paella and to enjoy the beautiful water views. Now let's explore one of Barcelona's most famous and one of its oldest streets. This is Las Ramblas. Stretching 1.2 kilometres, many people do not know that this famous street was once a dry riverbed. Rambla is the Arabic for sandy stream, and in medieval times, this riverbed separated the old city walls from the countryside. Over centuries, the riverbed morphed into a vibrant boulevard bustling with life. Today, it's lined with flower stalls, street performers, outdoor cafes, and historic theatres. But be warned, this crowded area is a place of pickpockets as much as it is a place of poets. Still, Las Ramblas pulses with energy, and it is one of Barcelona's most vibrant areas. The Gothic Quarter is where Barcelona whispers its secrets. Step into this maze of narrow, winding streets, and you're time-travelling to over 2,000 years of history. Built on the foundations of ancient Roman Barcino, you'll still find remnants of Roman walls, columns, and roads hidden between medieval buildings. The neighbourhood got its Gothic identity during the 13th to 15th centuries, when cathedrals, palaces, and stone alleyways reshaped the city's core. Kings once walked these streets, revolutionaries too. Today, it's a blend of past and present, trendy boutiques tucked into old convents, lively tapas bars beneath centuries-old arches. Look up and you might spot a hidden gargoyle or ornate balcony. Don't miss Plaza Real, a palm-filled square lit by Gaudí-designed lampposts. And just around the corner, hear street musicians echo off ancient stone. The Gothic Quarter isn't just a neighbourhood, it's Barcelona's soul, carved in stone and steeped in mystery. The Barcelona Cathedral rises from the heart of the Gothic Quarter like a Gothic fairy tale. Soaring spires, fierce gargoyles, and a cloister filled with geese. Yes, geese, 13 of them to be exact, representing Saint Eulalia, the city's co-patron saint who was martyred at age 13. Construction began in 1298, but the cathedral wasn't completed until 1913. That's over 600 years of history etched into its stone. Its official name is long and regal, Cathedral of the Holy Cross and Saint Eulalia. Inside, sunlight filters through stained glass windows, casting a kaleidoscope of colour onto ancient pews. Outside, the neo-Gothic facade dominates Pla de la Seu, a square often alive with street performers and local artisans. Climb to the rooftop for panoramic views and a close-up of its sky-piercing towers. While overshadowed by Gaudí's Sagrada Familia, the Barcelona Cathedral holds something different. Depth, tradition, and silent reverence. It's not just a monument, it's a spiritual heartbeat, still pulsing after 7 centuries. Perched high above the city is Tibidabo Mountain. Rising 512 metres above sea level, this mountain offers jaw-dropping views of the city and the sea on a clear day. At its summit of the mountain stands a special site. This is the Temple of the Sacred Heart. It is a neo-Gothic church with a bronze statue of Jesus stretching his arms over the city. If you look closer, you can see there's a Ferris wheel beside it. Surprisingly, Tibidabo is also home to one of Europe's oldest amusement parks that dates all the way back to 1901. Old-fashioned rides, funiculars, and vintage charm make it feel like a page out of a storybook. Montserrat National Park feels like it belongs on another planet. Just an hour outside of Barcelona, this jagged mountain range rises like a crown of giant stone fingers. The word Montserrat means sore mountain, and it's easy to see why. The skyline looks sliced by a giant blade. The mountain range was formed by natural erosion, making the peak smooth as well as surreal. Long before it became a protected park, the site held spiritual significance. Romans believed the area was touched by gods, and in medieval times, Christian pilgrims journeyed here seeking miracles. Today, hikers follow winding trails that lead to hidden chapels, stunning viewpoints, and even prehistoric caves. Every step brings a new perspective. It's not just about nature. This mountain range is where geology, myth, and serenity meet in the clouds. Perched on the cliffs of Montserrat Mountain is another wonder of Barcelona. This is the Benedictine Abbey of Santa Maria de Montserrat. This famous abbey has drawn pilgrims for over 1,000 years. Founded in the 11th century, it is home to the legendary La Moreneta, or the Black Madonna. This is a small wooden statue of the Virgin Mary, believed to have been found in a cave around the year 880. People line up daily to touch her hand and whisper a prayer. The abbey is still a working monastery, where about 80 monks live, pray, and sing with a world-famous boys' choir. Behind it all, the serrated mountain looms like a fortress. Whether you're religious or not, the experience is unforgettable. This is a place of peace, wonder, and deep-rooted Catalan pride. Another wonder on the outskirts of Barcelona is the beautiful town of Sitges. This is a coastal town famous for its beautiful beaches, whitewashed buildings, and open-minded vibe. But this small city is more than just a beach getaway. Sitges was a 19th century artist's haven, attracting painters, writers, and dreamers. Its bohemian spirit lives on in its colourful festivals, especially Carnival, which is one of Spain's wildest, most vibrant celebrations. The old town is just 40 minutes from Barcelona and makes for a great day trip from the city. It is a labyrinth of narrow streets, lined with art galleries, boutique shops, and charming cafes. The iconic church here is one of the most recognisable landmarks of the town. Whether you're sipping vermouth by the marina or dancing until sunrise, Sitges welcomes everyone. Its beauty, culture, and joy are rolled into one perfect seaside town. Another place just outside of Barcelona that deserves mention is the small town of Tarragona. This small town is where Roman ruins meet Mediterranean charm. This ancient city was a major outpost of the Roman Empire, and it is older than Barcelona itself. Today, you can still see many remnants of the past. There is a seaside amphitheatre where gladiators once fought, crumbling aqueducts that stretch across valleys, and a forum that echoes with the voices of past rulers. The amphitheatre here was built in the 2nd century AD, and it sits dramatically above the sea. Just outside the town is the famous centuries-old aqueduct. but Tarragona is not frozen in time. Its medieval old town is full of life with tapas bars, flower-draped balconies and sunlit plazas. Another beautiful structure here is the Tarragona Cathedral. This cathedral was built over a Roman temple. The entire town is a living museum of mass history with a Mediterranean heart. Now let's head back into Barcelona to explore more of its wonders. This is Casa Milà, commonly known as La Pedrera, which means the stone quarry. It was designed by Antoni Gaudí and built between 1906 and 1912. It was commissioned by a wealthy couple seeking a bold, modern home on Barcelona's prestigious street. Of Passeig de Gràcia, Gaudí's design broke all conventions of the time. Its undulating stone facade, wrought iron balconies, and twisting chimneys defied classical symmetry and embraced organic, natural forms. The rooftop, filled with whimsical chimneys and ventilation towers, is considered a surreal landscape of its own. Though controversial at the time, this house is now regarded as a key work of Catalan modernisme and a precursor to modern architectural trends. In 1984, UNESCO recognised it as a World Heritage Site, celebrating Gaudí's visionary contributions to architecture and design. Another wonder of Barcelona is Casa Batlló. This is also one of Antoni Gaudí's most imaginative and symbolic creations. It was remodelled between 1904 and 1906 for wealthy textile industrialist Josep Batlló. It is also located on Barcelona's fashionable Passeig de Gràcia. The facade is adorned with broken ceramic mosaics, irregular oval windows, and balconies resembling masks or bones, which earned it the nickname House of Bones. The building's whimsical, nature-inspired aesthetic was met with both fascination and scepticism at the time. Today, House is also considered a masterpiece of Catalan modernism and was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site 2005. It attracts millions of people who marvel at Gaudí's boundless creativity. Now we have our top wonder of Barcelona. This is La Sagrada Familia. This awe-inspiring basilica is Antoni Gaudí's most ambitious and iconic project. Construction began over 100 years ago in 1882 under architect Francisco de Paula del Villar, but Gaudí took over in 1883. He transformed it into a towering symbol of spiritual devotion and architectural innovation. Dedicated to the Holy Family, the basilica blends Gothic and Art Nouveau styles with Gaudí's unique vision. He worked on it for over 40 years, devoting his last 15 years entirely to the church. At the time of his death in 1926, only one facade and a few towers had been completed. Gaudí envisioned 18 towers, 12 for the Apostles, 4 for the Evangelists, 1 for the Virgin Mary, and the tallest for Jesus Christ. Each facade tells a different biblical story in intricate detail. Construction has continued for over a century, interrupted by wars and funding issues, with hopes for completion by the 2030s. Despite being unfinished, it was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2005, and it was consecrated by Pope Benedict XVI in 2010. It is still one of the most visited monuments in Spain, and perhaps the most iconic wonder of Barcelona. From beaches to churches, Barcelona is a city that can be visited time and time again. Whether walking through the Gothic quarter, exploring Gaudí's masterpieces, or taking a day trip out to the nearby villages of Sitges and Tarragona, History and culture here are weaved into every experience of this vibrant city.